Now, Somalia's capital, Mogadishu, was under security lockdown on Tuesday, with roads and schools closed and residents urged to remain indoors a day before the country holds a long-delayed presidential election. Fears are high that the Al-Qaeda-linked Shabaab group will seek to disrupt the election by carrying out an attack on the capital. Twin car bombs, I should say, at a popular hotel left at least 28 dead 2 weeks ago. Heavily armed security personnel patrolled the streets of the capital while several main roads were blocked off with sand bombs, and residents of the capital were urged to stay indoors. President Hassan Sheikh Mohammed is seeking re-election against 21 candidates. I'd given 29, so we don't have the verification. I was being told there are 29 candidates, and that is happening right now. Take a look. So the problem question is this an exercise in futility if they go for the elections? Is it the 21 candidates or the 29 candidates? We have different numbers being, thrown about. But yes, can this election in Somalia bring any discernible difference in terms of security in the region and in this country, Dr. Mustafa?
The objective is to do that and to have recurrent or scheduled elections in Somalia. That's a good thing. And I can see from the ordinary people on the streets in Mogadishu saying that the security lockdown is a good thing because they are yearning for peace. They are yearning for good leaders. If the election is going to produce a good leader, then let the security lockdown be carried out. But here is the problem, and Somali leaders need to be serious with their country. 29 presidential candidates? I mean, that's unheard of. I've never heard of a country fielding 29 presidential candidates. It means that most of these these are just hangers-on waiting to either to popularize themselves or some by sheer luck will become a president and continue looting the country the way it's been looted from 1991. And Somalis need to take their work, to take their country seriously and put everything in order in their country.
You don't think that's the epitome of democracy?
No, I don't think so. I mean, when you have 3 candidates, four, yes, but the 29 different ideologies? I don't think there will be 29 different ideologies competing for power in Mogadishu. Before long, AMISOM will be tired of Somalia. Kenya will be tired of Somalia. Burundi, I think, is already tired. EU is tired. Trump has come up. Trump is coming back, and I'm not too sure that he's going to really. He's going to abandon not just Somalia, but even American allies that are in Somalia. I think he's going to do that. And Somalis have got to put their country in order. They have to be serious with their elections. Having 29 candidates is not a show of seriousness in that country.
But they have the support of the international community on this.
Of course, yes. The EU is funding these elections. Yeah, and it makes it much more difficult for the EU and the other countries to secure 29 presidential candidates in the first place. They should have fewer presidential candidates. If they had 2 or 3 presidential candidates, that would be a good thing. It's easier to secure those presidential candidates. It's easier to have a cleaner election and a more and results that come in that are going to be credible. But 29, and then after the elections, you'll see all of them running around town saying the election was rigged.
Thank you. Dr. Mustafa, thank you for your comment. I need to release you to go and lecture.
But one more thing, Debarl, this issue of fighting drugs, we should not politicize this issue. This is a very serious issue. I take exception when political leaders start politicizing a very serious issue of fighting drugs. Let them leave this work to the security agencies. Let them deal with it. If there's evidence, present it, and let it go through the courts of law. And we should deal with this issue here internally in this country. And let all these drug cartels, they're there. Let them be locked up.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Mustafa. Thank you very much for your valuable insight as well. And have a good day and good lecture.
Thank you.
At the Kenya Defense School. Thank you. Right. Let's hear from Dr.
Going back to Somalia, they have 29 candidates.
Yes.
Perhaps they have 29 clans. So the biggest clan will get it. So I'm thinking loudly. Suppose we have in Kenya, 43 presidential candidates in Kenya. We can have a president out of the 43 tribes. And that is African democracy in the African. So I wish to ask Kenyans if we can have 43 presidential candidates, then we can have a president and a running mate Kenya will continue.
What are you insinuating? You know, there was a huge debate in this country regarding the rotational presidency, right?
Yes.
So if you're telling us the 29, then we have a rotational presidency on the 29.
43.
Yeah, 43 right now, adding the guys who are given
Makonde.
the Makonde clan as well, right? Okay.
Well, Debarl, just going back to Somalia, I think what has happened is that the thing that Dr. Mustafa was agonizing about here is that actually what happens with these people is that they go there as MPs, elected from all these regions, right from interim Juba administration, Southwest administration, from the north, all the way they come there, they elect this leader, and they go, they disappear. Some of them, you'll see them in Nairobi here, just walking. He's an MP, he's all this, and they just abandon the whole place. So they need to be serious. And one thing is that is clear that they must not let groups like Shabaab interfere with the elections and so on. Shabaab are the greatest enemy of Somalia today. They kill Muslims every day. They have killed more Somalis than anyone else. They are enemy of Somalia. They are enemies of Islam. And they cannot be allowed. They are not Mujahideen. They are not Marijal. They are enemies of the people. And therefore, they should not be allowed at all to have any leeway or to field people in those elections. Like you're saying, you know, they can have a quasi-proxy people there who represent their interests, and that should not be allowed to happen. And therefore, the Somalis, like Dr. Mustafa said, let them take charge of their country and be serious. I saw Sheikh Sharif Ahmed there coming back. He was president before, and he came back, Sharif Ahmed and a few others, Shemarke and the others. But they can have a good arrangement, and let them have their ethnicity, their intra-ethnicity, politics, clans, and so on. Let them make good use of it. There's nothing wrong being Darud, Hawiye, Digil Merifle, Isaac, Dagodea, Mahrihan, or anything like that. It's a good thing. Make good use of that and build your country. That's what we want them to do.
All right, thank you, Prof.
The future of Somalia rests with the people of Somalia. If they don't want a democratic government the way we know it, it will not happen. If they want to continue to fight, the clan wants to continue to fight, they will continue to fight, irrespective of what international community does. The only shortest time that Somalia was safe was during Siad Barre, and it was for a very short time. Somalia has never been a country that is consistent, that is democratic, the way we know it. There's been a lot of effort. There's been a lot of work. There's been a lot of resources spent in Somalia. We are facing a situation where Europeans are going to withdraw.
Yes.
The right-wing Europeans are called for no spending in Africa. Trump most likely is going to cut the US aid. Up to now, the head of USAID has not been appointed. Now, when they cut the arms support, which is the bulk of what is happening in Somalia,
yes,
Africans will not be able to fight there. They will just leave, decimate, and then we are left with the porous border where all they fight, and then they're coming into Kenya to fight, kill, and maim us. We can pray about it. And there's some been good work that has happened recently, calmness in some parts of Somalia. But I have yet to believe that these people are really serious about democracy rather than clan warlord.
So we should encourage them.
Yeah, you know, Somalis do not have a lot of respect for the presidency.
Yes.
That is why they think every Tom, Dick, and Harry can run for the presidency. Because even the president does not control most of that country. There are so many warlords. So that office is so diluted, and that they need to know the importance of a president of a country. But you can see the way they view the president and the office generally.
All right, thank you.